I don't want to jump out the window saying anything that could be considered a reach, but looking at this first wave, Plunder Patrol seems really good, and without further ado, let's begin. The main deck monsters summon the extra deck monsters for free and equip themselves to it, which just so happens to make the Sacred or the Exceeds effects usable as a... Makes perfect sense considering this special summoning can only happen during your opponent's turn. You can technically summon each extra deck monster by conventional means, and sometimes you might do that, but the point is to do so on your opponent's turn if your opponent controls a monster of a certain attribute or has one in the graveyard. Speaking of which, Konami put booty in the card name. That aside, this is a good card too, not because it changed the opponent's monster's attributes, so you can summon any extra deck Plunder Patrol you want. If it did just that, this would be trash, but this also special summons a Plunder Patrol from your graveyard, effectively setting up the summoning of any extra deck Plunder Patrol, even if you don't control one, on your opponent's turn by itself. That's what I'm talking about. This isn't really a complaint per se, but why does Whitebeard have this effect that triggers when sent from the hand to the graveyard? You know what this means, don't you? You can special summon Redbeard after discarding White to search a Plunder Patrol booty with Shipyard, banish, spell a trap, or effect monster your opponent controls.
But wait! There's more!
While also searching a Plunder Patrol monster or spell a trap depending on which extra deck monster was. OMG, that is so good. Whitebeard better be the only one with this effect. I am not playing with you, Konami. Talk about Blackbeard yet? There's a reason for that, because it doesn't interact with your opponent. It's not bad, just isn't as important as the ships, but being able to target itself to summon an extra deck Plunder Patrol with the same attribute as a monster your opponent controls or in the graveyard, equipping Blackbeard to it and drawing a card is certainly not
Terrible.
We finally have a pirate archetype. I don't care about that. What I care about to some extent is that these are not garbage, and it would be really hard for Konami to make them garbage with a start like this, but it's certainly possible. Just look at Vendre. Damn shame what they did to Vendre. Now well.
And with that being said,
thanks for watching. My Patreon's in the description if you would like to
help me.
So is my Discord server link. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you.